What really makes a leader? Is it something you're just born with, or is there a way to actually build one? Well, today we're diving into a really powerful framework that says, yes, you can build a leader, and it all starts from the inside out.
And that's the big question, right? Is it just magic, something you either have or you don't? Or is it something you can actually construct, brick by brick? This whole curriculum is built on the idea that there is a blueprint, a clear path. And you guessed it, it all starts from within.
Okay, so what does this blueprint even look like? Well, at the very heart of it is this simple, but honestly pretty profound acronym. It's one that totally redefines what we think of when we hear the word leader.
And here it is, F.I.T. Now, this has nothing to do with hitting the gym, okay? It's all about your mindset. F is for fearless. That's having the guts to take smart risks, to push past your comfort zone, because that's where the magic happens. I is for intentional. Actually acting with purpose, making real choices instead of just letting life happen to you. And T, that's transformational. This is about making a real positive change, not just for you, but for everyone around you.
So that's the framework. But where do you even start? Well, the entire foundation, the thing that holds it all up, is finding your why. Seriously, it is the most fundamental question there is. And figuring out that answer, that's the fuel for the whole journey.
And what's really cool here is this big shift in thinking. See, purpose isn't this lost treasure you have to go out and find. No, it's something you actually build, piece by piece, day by day. Think about someone like Nelson Mandela. His purpose to end apartheid? He didn't just stumble on it one day. It was forged, literally, in the fire of 27 years in prison. It was built, not found.
This quote from Emerson just nails it. A purpose that's about being useful, about having an impact, a purpose that's bigger than just being happy, that's what gives you that deep down resilience and a real sense of direction.
Okay, so that sounds great, but how do you actually do it? How do you build that purpose? Well, the curriculum has this awesome tool called the Passion Map. It starts super simple. What gives you energy? Let's just say, for example, it's basketball. Cool. Now you ask why? Why basketball? And you keep digging. Maybe it's the competition, the teamwork. And boom, right there you start to uncover your real core values. And the best part is you realize you can bring those values, competition, teamwork, to anything, not just the basketball court.
And that's exactly what the Passion Map does. Passion stops being this fuzzy idea and becomes the actual fuel in your tank. Just like Oprah says, it's pure energy, the power you get when you focus on what really gets you going.
All right, so once you've locked in your why, you've got to figure out the how. This next part is all about building that toolkit. We're talking about the practical skills you need to take all that purpose and passion and actually make something real happen.
And the first tool in that kit is preparation. It is the bridge that gets you from where you are to where you want to be. Think about a legend like Derek Jeter. Those amazing clutch plays, that wasn't luck. Nope. That was the result of thousands of hours of grinding it out when nobody was watching, long after the stadium lights went out.
And this next one, this is a total game changer. It's about reframing what patience even means. It's not just sitting around passively waiting for good things to happen. It's active patience. It means you are working, you are learning, you are growing while you wait for that perfect moment. See? It's not a weakness at all. It's a legit strategic skill.
Okay, so let's recap. You've got your why, you're building your how with things like preparation and active patience, but here's the thing. Nobody does this alone, in some kind of vacuum. The next big piece of the puzzle is about intentionally shaping the world and the people around you.
So I'm going to ask you directly, who's influencing the person you're becoming? Seriously, think about it. The people you talk to, the stuff you watch online, all of it has a huge, undeniable impact on where you're headed.
And to help with that, the curriculum has a simple, but man, it's a powerful tool. It's called the Inner Circle Map. You literally draw 3 circles and start placing the people in your life in them based on how much influence they have. Then you color code them, green for positive, yellow for neutral, red for negative. It's basically a visual audit of who you're letting into your head.
And that famous Jim Rohn quote really says it all, doesn't it? You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. It's so true. Your inner circle isn't just a bunch of friends. It's basically a preview of your own future. That's why choosing those people is one of the biggest decisions you'll ever make. So, you've got your purpose, you've got your tools, you're carefully choosing your environment, but there's still one last piece of the puzzle, and it might be the toughest one, your own mindset. Which brings us to the final stage, completely redefining success and failure.
And this is a huge mental shift. Pain and failure, they are not stop signs. They're just feedback. They're data telling you what to do next. The curriculum even has this thing called a failure resume, where you actually write down your failures and what you learned. It completely reframes struggle into something that's not just necessary, but actually valuable.
This pain transformation framework is like a cheat sheet for that. It gives you a practical way to turn bad experiences into fuel. I mean, just look at that row for criticism. The natural thing to do is get defensive, right? But the transformational response, it's to actually evaluate it and learn from it. It shows you how to make that leap.
So after all this hard work, what's the prize? What are you even working for? The curriculum makes this really brilliant distinction between two types of prizes. You've got your external prizes, trophies, good grades, likes on social media, the stuff other people can see. And then you have the internal prizes, confidence, knowledge, strength, the stuff that you feel.
And here it is, the absolute key to this whole thing. If you focus on building those internal prizes, your character, your resilience, the external stuff, the trophies and awards, they tend to follow. But it almost never works the other way around. If you only chase the external prizes, you often end up feeling pretty empty inside. The real foundation is always, always internal.
Because at the end of the day, the journey itself, the struggle, the preparation, all of it forges the person you become. And that transformation, who you become, that's the real prize. So I'll leave you with this question. What prize are you truly working for?